I'll be so interested if you can hear that. It's my belly. Hello and welcome to another episode of Bookish and Bewildered. So today I'm going to be doing the Anything But Books tag. This originated from a booktuber called Reader Rot. Okay, so let's have a look at les questions. I'm sorry, also, how are you? How are you doing? Let me know how you're doing, because, you know, we're all in this weird, crazy boat together, so let me know how you're doing in the comments below. Can't believe I just did that. So cringy, but... Right, here we go. There are 10 questions, so here we are. Name a cartoon that you love. I absolutely adore Daria. Daria is my spirit animal. She was just so different. She was very relatable, especially as a teen. So yeah, definitely 100% Daria. Question number 2. What is your favourite song right now? My favourite song right now is Go West's We Close Our Eyes. Yes, I said that right. Okay, question number 3. What could you do for hours that isn't reading? Something that I could do for hours that isn't reading is probably listening to podcasts, and also hanging out with my gerbils. I haven't introduced them to you yet, but sadly my hamster Betty died, and I have since adopted 2 albino gerbils. I'm horrifically and terrifically excited about having gerbils, and I will insert some footage here so I can show you what they look like, and let me know if you'd like a video dedicated to my gerbils named Pinky and Salem. I wanted to call them Salem and Warlock, but my boyfriend loved the name Pinky after I said, oh look, they look just like Pinky and the Brain, which they do, and so he called his gerbil Pinky and I've called mine Salem as a compromise. If you would like me to make a video about my gerbils, let me know. They are absolutely gorgeous, and they even have their own Instagram feed if you are interested in checking them out. My favourite podcast is My Dad Wrote a Porno, and I was supposed to see them with my boyfriend this year, but then with COVID the performance has been shifted to next year. I'll be taking you guys with me when I go to that performance, so you can join me on that particular evening. But if you haven't checked out My Dad Wrote a Porno, it's a brilliant podcast. I think you'd really enjoy it. Other podcasts I absolutely adore listening to would be The Monster Hunters. I would highly recommend Not Alone. They're a very good podcast, and they've even covered Highgate and the vampire panic that we had here in the 70s, if you're interested. And yes, I did say that right. Vampire panic, people. Vampires. Brimstone. I've just got into I've just got into I can't even say it. What's wrong with me? Brimstone. I'm very into Brimstone right now. I've just started listening to it, but it's about demons and monsters that live in or work at a mall in America, and how they're preparing for the apocalypse. So that's something that you can check out too. It's very funny. Oh yeah, Fake Heiress is about this woman called Anna Delvey, and she pretended to be an heiress, and she conned a whole bunch of people out of a lot of money by pretending to be an heiress. Get Lit. Now, Get Lit is the podcast for Thug Notes, and if you haven't checked out Thug Notes, I would highly recommend it. There's this very entertaining gentleman who does a thug version of Cliff Notes almost. Question 4. What is something you love to do that your followers would be surprised by? Writing. I love to write. I don't know if you can hear him, but Pinky's taking a drink from his water bottle. Anyway, question number 5. What is your favourite unnecessarily specific thing to learn about? This can do with books, I guess. London is such an old place to live. There's always something new to learn. Question number 6. What is something unusual you know how to do? I know how to lockpick. So that's unusual, isn't it? Yeah, I can lockpick. Question number 7. Name something you've made in the last year and show us if you can. This channel, really. It's a bit of a lame answer, but this channel, it's been something that I started during COVID just to help me with my mental health and so I could read and have an outlet for my reading, because nobody I know reads the same things that I do, and they're not interested in the same books that I am. Question number 8. What is your most recent personal project? My most recent personal project is to become more healthy. Sorry, I've got a hair in my mouth. Yeah, definitely to become more healthy and get fit, to the point I have started an Instagram feed that is called The Exhausted Wino. So you can find me on Instagram under The Exhausted Wino, and it's just where I try to get into a shape that's less circle-like, and I'm trying to be kinder to myself by drinking lots of water. At the moment I'm drinking 2 litres of water a day and I feel so much better. I have neglected myself significantly for quite a while, and I think due to the COVID issue too, I mean mental health and stress and trying to find work. I've been out of work for 6 months, which has really taken a toll. Sometimes it's hard to get out of bed in the mornings because you just feel hopeless, which is another reason why I needed to flip the script and try and regain a bit of, as corny as it sounds, power back by doing something good for myself. So getting out of bed, starting my booktube channel, drinking lots of water, swapping the vino as much as I can bear for water, and just being better to myself. Question number 9. Tell us something you think about often, maybe while staring out of windows. I just think of random thoughts, like if you clean a vacuum, are you a vacuum cleaner? Think about that, because you're not, but technically you are. Next question. Question number 10. Give us something that's your favourite, but make it something oddly specific. Not like your favourite food, but like your favourite food when you've been studying for hours and forgot to eat, or you know, something like that. Okay, I don't go to Starbucks very often, but when I'm feeling particularly nostalgic, I will go into a Starbucks and I will order a chai tea latte. Lastly, say the first thing that pops into your head. Vagina. Can I say that? I just said it, so come at me, YouTube. I'm too small to demonetize. I would like to give a shout out to and also tag the following people. Henry Jimenez, who is a New Yorker, and he's hilarious. He's a very funny booktuber. I would highly recommend that you check out his channel. He's on Instagram and he's also on Twitter, so go check him out if you have the opportunity. You will not regret it. Then we have Read with SB, who is quite a new YouTuber, and she's so incredibly friendly. If you reach out and follow her on Twitter, you can really have a good chat with her. And then we have, last but by no means least, Bibliofilth. Now, I'm a huge fan of Bibliofilth. She's an amazing booktuber. She's well established, obviously, and I love her channel. She covers books, also comics, and she's just a pleasure to watch. She reminds me of Daria too, which is also a major, massive plus, because Daria is my queen. So there we are. I would definitely say, if you want to check out some new booktubers, I would check out Bibliofilth, Read with SB, and Henry Jimenez, because they're all delightful people. And there we go. Thank you very much for joining me. And if you've reached the end of this video, I am incredibly impressed with you. So thank you for your time. Live long and prosper.